Hello everyone and welcome back. This is the new comic book room display, the display that you're going to see in my videos moving forward. Man, this is something I should have done a long time ago. These bookshelves are literally perfect for my comic book collection, my collected edition collection. So if you guys have followed the channel before, I've actually done a room tour of this room before. But before, I kind of had these shelves with knickknacks and paddywhacks and everything in between. I had some action figures, some decorative plants, thanks to Mother Goose. It was a little bit of a hodgepodge because I didn't know what to do with it. But now I know what to do with it. So the first thing you see is my SNES, my NES, my GameCube. And then these are some of my Blu-rays, some old games that I don't even have a PS4 to play on, some PS Vita, Switch, and then I have this JVC CRT TV. And before I had these games kind of displayed on these shelves, which was cool, but now they're a little bit more protected. There is some sunlight in this room, so the stickers don't fade as bad and kind of keeps the dust off of them. And I mean, bookshelves are meant for books. So without further ado, let's take a look here. The first thing, these are my favorite type of books, these absolute editions, usually DC, but there are several Dark Horse ones, and then the oversized Rick Remender issues there, Fear Agent, so good. The Sandman, Neil Gaiman stuff, and The Walking Dead, All-Star Superman, Grant Morrison. Some new books I've just picked up, Superman for All Seasons, and Transmetropolitan. I'm actually getting the third volume of that here, I think, next month. It gets a reprint, thankfully. These are some of the best books of all time. Swamp Thing, Watchmen, books I've talked about a lot. This is some of my manga here. This is Akira, the 35th edition. That is an incredible box set. And then Attack on Titan, so good. Then Usagi Yojimbo. These are my Mike Mignola Hellboy books. I wish these had like a dust jacket on them, but they don't. Here's my new hardcover Invincible compendiums. Those are sweet. I would love to get those oversized, but I'm not buying Invincible for like the third or fourth time. I'm good. This is probably one of the best parts of the display, these Etsy Berserk bookends and how this fits, because the issue was it just got so long that it didn't all fit in one display. Now I can kind of like hide the old books or the higher number books behind it. Here's some of my just softcover compendiums, some good stuff here. Sweet Tooth, Wanted, Southern Bastards. That Zatanna by Paul Dini is really good. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Supergirl, The Crow, Vision. And then here's some awesome Calvin and Hobbes books. I think this is every single Calvin and Hobbes softcover. Those are from my childhood. This is some of the DC Omnis I have. This is 100 Bullets, Brian Azzarello. I have not read that second volume of Batman by Scott Snyder, one of the best of all time, the Jeff Loeb Tim Sale, and then the Scott Pilgrim, a little edition. Those are so cool. Some great books here. Animal Man, Catwoman of East End, Why the Last Man, Doom Patrol, so good. Then we have some more Marvel Omnis. I rebought that Uncanny X-Force omnibus. These are some of the best Marvel runs. This is the Invisibles by Grant Morrison. I just picked that up. I'm excited to read that. Punisher Max, Jason Aaron, so good. Most of these I've already read for the most part. Some of these I'm actually looking to sell, specifically this volume 2 of Hulk by Peter David, and then that volume 2 of Wolverine. This is my collection of Blade of the Immortal. Man, that is a serious manga. That manga is awesome. This is my George Railroad Martin Game of Thrones books that he'll never finish the story. And these are first edition Harry Potter books that I bought as they came out. Some of my favorite stories of all time, some of my favorite movies and shows of all time. And then here's just some of my books. You know, I got the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Silmarillion, the Hobbit, Dune, Stranger, Hyperion, Ender's Game, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Dark Tower, Silence of the Lambs, World War Z, Red Dragon. Some of these are great, great novels. I need to read more novels, but I just love comic books too much. This room actually gets a lot of natural light, which is awesome. And then this is kind of my gaming setup. This is where I'll be editing my videos and where I'll be shooting all my videos. I got a pretty sweet gaming rig here. This is a 4090. That's a serious computer. Nicest computer I've ever had. And then I have this Alienware ultra wide monitor, curved, and then I have that Secret Labs Batman chair. I'm just so happy with how this room turned out. It just, you know, this really is my getaway space here. Now, is this going to be a room that I do my reading in? Probably not. I have a more comfortable chair for that. But man, are you talking, I mean, it doesn't get much better than this for a display. This cabinetry is beautiful. You know, I've kind of wrestled with the idea of painting these walls something other than that red, but it already has that matching kind of splash there right on the lip there of the bookshelf. So, you know, I think I'm just going to keep it. And all these are kind of, you know, everything can kind of be changed. I mean, these can all be adapted, these shelves. But I mean, honestly, it looks perfect. I mean, there is some gaps here and there, but I mean, this looks so good. And there's room to buy more. That was always the issue downstairs, where it was just like I had to buy more shelving. These are some books that I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. I'm going to share these with my daughter here pretty soon, and we're going to kind of talk about them. And those are some of that was really my first introduction to comics when I was a kid. Was, you know, the funny strips from the newspaper and Calvin and Hobbes. You know, several of these Omnis, like I said, I'm probably going to sell them just because I'm never going to read them. You know, kind of that Bronze Age, early Copper Age stuff. It just doesn't really do it for me. I like more modern stuff, a lot grittier stuff, and not necessarily even superhero stuff. Some of my favorite reads. But this is a sick setup. What do you guys think? I think this room is significantly better than the other. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.